Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025. Cards of the Hearts and Wizard Person back with you for the final match of Round 1. It is the 7 seed ilikebeingsmart versus the 10 seed Kynayo. And you're kind of surprised to confirm over the break with these two have never played each other at all. Even though Kynayo's been around for a few years. How do you think these two will end up faring?
I think we're going to have another really close match on our hands. Really strange that they haven't faced each other yet. It's probably just a quirk of the scheduling and the seeding, but they both have a lot of passion for the game. ilikebeingsmart's stretching back much further than Kynayo's, or at least in community-wise. But Kynayo has a big fondness for the game as well, and their skill levels seem to be fairly evenly matched. But we'll see how that actually shakes out when they go face to face here. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match.
They are going to the hard level for Game 1, as timers will count down on racetime.gg, where we track all of our race results. We will figure out who will have the best chance to win in just a little bit. But 15 stages. Gary II will be trounced by one of these players before the other. We'll see who that is going to be. But we can try to introduce these players a little bit for people who are new. On the left is a real veteran of the community, ilikebeingsmart. She's been with us playing Pokemon Puzzle League with us for more than 10 years at this point. We basically all came together, a core group of us, in 2013 to play a bunch of S-Hard races, and ilikebeingsmart was there with the rest of us, so she knows her way around this game and how to play it. And even though she's not like the top of the top tier, she's managed to win a few silver bracket consolation tournaments in her day. So she's pretty good at this. And you know what? For our 10 seed Kynayo, they're pretty good at this too. They've been around for our Tetris Attack tournaments for a few years, but I think this is the first time they started playing Pokemon Puzzle League with us. So I've been really interested in seeing how the Tetris Attack skills translate, and so far I think it's working out pretty well for them. I checked out their race averages this season going into the match. I believe that Kynayo has averaged around a 10:28 on their hard races. ilikebeingsmart will also interchange as Nicole throughout the match. Is averaging north of like 12 minutes or something, but you know how sample sizes can get and the bias that comes with that. I think Smart's played in 10 hard races this season, Kynayo 3. And sure, Wizard, you could talk everyone's ears off about how that discrepancy can really skew results.
Well, if there's anyone in chat that really has a thing for big tails, let me show you a T distribution with a low degrees of freedom. Ooh, boy. That's very funny, by the way.
I took a college stats class. I understood most of that reference.
Don't mind me and my shenanigans.
But yeah,
that was almost. I'm gonna say that was almost like a really good stage from Kynayo. Almost had a 10. Erica hadn't got that clear there.
Yeah, these two generally have the right idea on how to play these stages. They're trying to lead with combos, try to get these opponents distracted with those small garbage blocks, and for a lot of these opponents, that distraction will end up being enough. Although you kind of need a good balance of combos and chains to go with them. Kynayo having a little trouble making the chains right now, but does scramble enough combos on for a 16.
It's looking really good here if Koga will just calm down.
Alright, there's Smart making up a few seconds. There, really that stage should have ended in like 10 seconds. These opponents are so good at making random matches to waste time. Smart's time was most certainly wasted there. But we're seeing some combos. We're seeing some 4 chains. I think 4 chains will prove to be a good size to send these opponents. Smart did a lot of the right things there, but just got hit with no leveling of the garbage.
What was that airlock? Okay, is Sabrina gonna get to those greens there? Not quite.
And that's just going to be the real flow of this level. Some opponents will do crazy things, and some opponents will fall flat on their face. Okay, that looks like a good send from Kynayo. Gonna get it done in 14 seconds. They did take a while to start with the 2-4 combos, but you can see that really paid off well for them there. Paying off well for Smart too, with those double 4 combos really coming in clutch.
Yeah, Smart has been probably around when, no, definitely was around when the double 4 combos were discovered and revolutionized S-hard run. So she's very familiar with the strategies and knows how important it is to get that set up for consistent times.
You know, even with just 1 4 combo, you can do enough. Some of these stages you can get away with sending just 1 4 combo at the beginning, and Nicole did enough there to get that 16, and she has made up a little bit of ground on Kynayo. Do want to point out that the lead is not as big. The lead is actually a little bit bigger than it appears, because these gameplays are not completely synced. Looks like Smart's about 6 seconds into the future compared to Kynayo, and Kynayo is moving their way through this mid game. About 6.5 minutes in, both players have made it 2/3 of the way through this run with pretty good stuff so far.
Yeah, maybe on pace for like a mid-9 if there isn't excessive trolling, which you can never rule out, of course. Although Nicole's Giovanni going very low and is gonna make that mid-9 maybe a bit more ambitious. Kynayo getting a decent 27, but we're still pretty neck and neck here. So really good games so far today.
The median time that our players will be aiming for to get better than is 10 minutes 19 seconds. 10:19 was the time that was like the median time that our players got in the open tournaments this year. So half the times were above that, half the times were below that. If you get a 10:19, you have like a good 50-50 shot against a random opponent, and Kynayo's definitely on that pace. Smart is slowing up just a little bit here in this mid game, but this kind of lead is It's not gonna mean much when we get to these final few stages.
Oh, random clear is going to give Lorelei time to get to the garbage. Yeah, Nicole coming to Lorelei is about 15 seconds back, and like honestly, that's just like one bad hard mode stage, which like isn't even that uncommon, and we're seeing it right here. But Nicole's Lorelei is going to level off the stack, and there's also going to be a chain off the garbage. Kynayo needs to reset the attack. Okay, what are we doing, Lorelei? Is Lorelei going to have time to get the second tier there? Or down stack? Okay, those purples will just be right there.
Oh, we're starting to see what hard mode can do at its worst. Okay. Smart found an opening where Lorelei could not get to what she wanted. Oh, Kynayo gets hit with another garbage clear. Oh no.
Stop. Okay, you've had your fun. This is not. No one came here to watch this, Lorelei. You are not the umpires in a Major League Baseball game.
Jeesh. An 18 from Kynayo's Lorelei.
Oh my god.
And Smart's done with Bruno at 13 seconds. Oh, she is rocketing out to a lead with one stage to go. And Kynayo is just kind of helpless, waiting for garbage to transform to get topped off. Kynayo's going to reset the stage. That is going nuclear on that particular stage. That is a very last second option. And wow, what a quick finish from Smart. Getting those last two stages in like 13, 12 seconds respectively. She's going to finish with a 10-10. Full of 10s in this game. And that's game one is going to go to Smart. Fortunately for Kynayo, the run back on Lorelei was very, very quick.
Yeah, we were marveling earlier over, how could matches be this close in a game with this much RNG? Well, the game saw fit to remind us just exactly who it is. It is who we thought it was.
And these players are not being let off the hook. Okay, maybe Smart was. Maybe Smart was let off the hook by the game at the very end, but Kynayo is definitely getting the full brunt of what Pokemon Puzzle League has to offer.
Sometimes being let off the hook is when your opponent is given like a 3-minute stage. Like, I know in S-Hard runs, I'm like very satisfied if my opponent has to spend 6 minutes on a stage. It's just the nature of these games.
And even in this race, we saw races finish under 15 seconds. We saw them finish over a minute. Unfortunately, Kynayo getting on the wrong end of that scale at the moment. Like Tetra's Attack's hardest levels, this is not. These opponents are way more consistent at wasting a lot more of your time. Fortunately, Kynayo is out, officially clocking in 12:18. Oof. Definitely not what they were hoping to get there. So that will leave it to Kynayo to regroup and decide easy or normal for game 2. Alright, puzzlers, timers are counting down on game 2. Kynayo has elected to play the easy level for game 2 for that maximum speed whiplash, going from versus level 4 for the hard level to level 1 for easy. Still makes me shudder why 1 was decided for an option at this level, because I mean Tetra's Attack's easy level plays at level 2. And that's a bit unbearable for some, but level 1, you can see, this is slow.
Dude, a lot of players with like higher cursor speeds will drop inputs because they're trying to play too fast, and the game just won't let them.
Okay, both players escaping without a garbage clear there, as these first 2 opponents will refuse to raise their stack and cooperate. So I guess in that time we can figure out just how these 2 will fare in their easy levels based on their past history. This season, Kynayo has played in 3 easy races and averaged a 653, whereas ilikebeingsmart in 7 races has averaged 648. So,
oh no, that's gonna be hello.
Oh,
excuse me.
Wait, chaining from an easy mode opponent? What are we doing? This almost never happens. So that stop time from chaining on easy mode, keeping the stack from rising, that takes a long time to resolve on level 1. But now that both players are out of that, they can spam 4 to 5 lines of garbage to their heart's content. And Kynayo will do just fine to finish at 15 seconds, even through Misty's objections. I think.
Is he gonna have time? What? Oh, what?
Misty had her eyes set on a different match there. Very fortunate that these opponents are a bit slow to catch on to things. Very.
AIs. Let's say we see AIs go for that corner clear a lot, so I just thought we were seeing a repeat of that. But Nicole getting bailed out there.
These opponents are slow enough. The sooner you can build up the 4 to 5 lines of garbage, the sooner you will generally be able to win. So stage times under 15 seconds will be sought. Oh, Kynayo caught that. Tried to do a little slide technique to make a platform for a falling panel. Instead, caught the panel instead and made that into a chain. So that ended up being a 19, and Smart has not sent it up to Erica's gonna get punished. Oh man, these garbage clears are so slow. You're basically guaranteed to lose about 6-7 seconds every time one of these garbage clears happens. It is dare I say, a bit trash. I call it garbage, but I respect garbage personally. There's a garbage clear from Kynayo. Koga is going to taunt Kynayo by telling them to work harder. Oh boy.
Nicole should be able to make up a few seconds here. Still not really where you want to be. This is a kind of sizable deficit in easy mode.
Yeah, very hard to make up like chunks of 10 seconds at a time in easy mode, especially if your opponent is getting 13-second stages like that. So Kynayo kind of schmoving through this mid game. Hey, Nicole still got a 12, so she's hanging in there. The lead for Kynayo getting to about 15 seconds-ish. So this might be what Kynayo needs to get back in this match, and you know, with more 12-second stages like that result will almost be assured. Oh, look at some of the 8 combos that Nicole's been getting into her attacks now. Wiz, I think you've been working a bit more with her over recent years to make those combos a little more discoverable.
Yeah, we've had a couple times when I visited in Chicago where we'd hang out and then go back to her place and play a little PPL and just we tell runners if they want to develop their board vision, they should watch the top players play, and even better if you have one right next to you, kind of breaking down just the logic or the spatial recognition being used to set up those combos. And I understand that's something that you might make into a thing with the tutorial series cards.
Yeah, one day. I've started work on recording a set of videos on how to play these games, and it probably won't be done by the time this tournament is over, or maybe it will be if I get motivated enough. Who knows? But I do think some more tools to help players understand how to play these games are sorely needed. But right now, it is Kynayo on the verge of evening this set at 1 game apiece. With the Giovanni, it'll hopefully be nice. And there we go. That will officially be a 642 for our 10 seed. And I Like Being Smart, not too far behind, with a 654. So, not bad. Not bad by our players, both under 7 minutes, which they certainly will not complain too much about, but it is Kynayo evening the set at 1 game apiece. And for those of you watching on YouTube, we'll see you on the other side with these players playing on the normal level for this important Game 3. And away we go with Game 3 on the normal level. Who will take this important Game 3 and have ultimate control over the match's destiny? Let's see how these two will take care of business. First, they gotta deal with Gary Oak, who does not want to raise a stack at the beginning. Oh, Smart was 1 line short. Kynayo, 1 line short. Kynayo at least getting the double 4 combos in, so that's distracting Gary a little bit.
Gary, what? Okay,
and it's just enough. It is just enough of a distraction to get Gary down in 25 seconds. Smart having to settle for a 30. Hopefully now the rest of these opponents will behave better. They'll actually raise their stack at the beginning. And maybe a good 4 or 5 line attack will be enough here, just like it was for most of easy mode. Okay, looks like Kynayo's caught Brock fairly high up. That'll be enough for a 16. Smart dealing with some extra down stacking as well. Has to settle for a 17. I think both of these players will be fine with getting times around 15 to 20 seconds a stage. Ultimately, they would hope for a time in the low to mid 9-minute range, like the median time for normal mode in the open tournaments was 9:37. Honestly, that kind of surprised me how high that was.
I hate normal mode so much that every time I run it again, I have to be like, wait, what's a good time in this category again? Like, I forget every time. and I just don't want to deal with it. Oh, I see a couple things Kynayo could do there. There's like multiple ways to set up a 5 combo.
Yeah, Kynayo set up a 3-chain there. Needed a 4-chain to get that down, and now Kynayo's getting punished with a garbage clear while ilikebeingsmart moves on. So this could be the kind of separation that blows this race out of the water. Normal mode's really where you first start to see these kinds of separations happen. Where a stage could be finished in 15 seconds, or it could take 45 seconds if you're incredibly unlucky. Hopefully our players will not be that kind of incredibly unlucky. So far, so fine. It seems. Kynayo got hit with 1 garbage clear, but still generally otherwise getting through these stages 15 to 20 seconds. I think this is definitely a fine pace so far.
Kynayo about 10 seconds behind so far. Only takes 1 bad normal mode stage. Oh, Nicole, you had like a 9 combo there just waiting for you.
Fortunately, she didn't need it.
One swap away.
Oh, the exhale of relief was there. You could see one side of her face, but you could see her relief at getting through that stage.
Oh god, I love the scrunched up concentration face that she had at the beginning there. That I think a lot of players have as they're assessing the opening board state, or just being generally dialed in playing the game.
Yeah, as much as we'll joke in these circles about the gamer pose, but I think there's also a gamer face that goes with it. And
no, you didn't have time to get to that. Are we okay?
Really,
are we done?
Sabrina? Really?
Thank you. Jeez.
These opponents starting in normal mode get really good at wasting time. I'm seeing it a little bit here with Smart's Blaine. Just little things they do to downstack garbage and just be general nuisances. Kynayo seemed a little bit confuzzled how to proceed with that 4-chain, as they certainly needed it. And that's going to lead to a garbage clear. Okay, Smart downstacking into a 3-chain. Seems like she sent enough, and that will go through for a 14. And with Kynayo finishing with a 31, Blaine, ilikebeingsmart has a full stage lead, Wiz.
Yeah, that's some level of reassurance when it comes to normal mode. We have seen like 50-second normal mode stages. They're not incredibly common, but that's going to hang out in the back of your mind, even if you have a good lead like this. But so far, the game's cooperating.
Wow.
Smart gets an 11.
An 11 to Kynayo's 14. That lead is continuing to grow. Like there's a reason ilikebeingsmart has kept the nickname in our community Discord server Silver Bracket Hostess. She kind of rules the next tier players up, because when she gets on a hot streak, she plays her out of her mind. She's shown to get some times that have been absolutely crazy, even by top player standards. She has it in her to get those on occasion.
And we see how good her cursor speed can be. It's not entirely controlled. It kind of goes in fits and starts, but Like honestly, if she had like a little bit of a training montage, like got that cursor speed under control, like kept working on her board vision, like she could make it up to like the next echelon of runners, I'd say. And like we're seeing her like absolutely popping off here. And one thing that I like to say, or one thing I've observed, is that usually like the big difference between, let's say, like the mid upper tier players and like the top tier players isn't necessarily like the ceiling of skill, but the consistency of skill. And the top players can just like do the same thing over and over and over again.
Okay, Lorelei was not supremely cooperative to Smart there, but, you know, she has a chance to finish this run under 9 minutes. Which, definitely be really good by her standards. Kynayo, we kind of have that patent pending 2-stage lead here. A lot would have to happen to Smart for her to lose this. Perhaps taking it a little safe. There's a 4 chain, a 5
Oh, she
chain.
had a there was a 6 combo setup there, but it was a weird looking one, so not that it really matters. She's gonna wrap up with just under 9 minutes there.
How about that? 8:51. 8:51 for a normal race. That would have been a really good time to get in the monthlies. That would have been actually, I think that would have been like a top, like a 6th place time in the monthlies. So that's definitely one of the faster normal runs we've seen in this tournament, and that's going to lead to ilikebeingsmart taking home Pokeball number 2. So, what do you think Kynayo needs to do in order to clean things up potentially for this game 4 coming up?
Kynayo needs a little bit more consistency setting up the double 4 combos. They've also been a little bit too chain reliant, I've seen. So just trust the strategy. Try to weave in a couple more combos there. But they've already taken a game this set, so they can just like, again, it's a matter of the consistency more than anything else. They have the ability to take this next game, but how well are they going to play during it?
Yeah, they might have to be ready for another normal run soon, as Kynayo finishes with a 10:57. Definitely not the time they were hoping to see there, but they might have to run it back if they can get to game 5. But game 4 is upon us, and it will be up to Kynayo to decide which level we play next. If we run back easy again to run back that success, or maybe change it up and do something a little bit different. Find out on the other side on YouTube. Alright, our players are off on to the hard level for game 4. Kynayo will be looking to stay in the winner's bracket by winning at a level they had lost earlier in the match by 2 minutes. But RNG tends to clear above all else. So we'll see if they can turn things around here. But Smart with a beautiful send to
Oh no,
her
Kynayo.
Gary finishing in 12 seconds.
I wonder if I've been paying too much attention to Nicole's side, to be honest. But just looking at Kanayo's side, it looks like they're getting maybe a little bit too antsy. You know, trying to make the game go to them when they're down. That's an 11. Trying to force something to happen, which you absolutely can't do in PPL. All you can do is execute, even when you're down.
Like maybe Kynayo is playing it the Tetris attack way, just looking for the first combo that they can get and get the chain started, which that can work on a few of these stages. If you start the attacks quick enough, then it doesn't really matter how you send the garbage, but it definitely does up your consistency to load up on 4 combos at the beginning. I don't know, it feels like with whenever I see Kynayo, I tend to see them. I think you were onto something with the over reliance on chains. Whoa, that's a 9. Whoa, what a nice surge, and Smart did enough to make him pay. Oh, that smell. Oh, that was absolutely lovely. Worth every pop off.
I can hear her right now too.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't repeat what she might be saying. You never know if the mini TAs might be watching. But just
They're
like
having a... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just like that though, Smart has taken a nearly 2-stage lead. That's kind of crazy to have that this early in a hard run, Wiz.
Yeah, Nicole's attacks are like super solid. Had a little difficulty getting that one going, but you know, still not bad. Kynayo's just been having a lot of trouble, like dropping chains. If you're not going to rely on combos, you need to send bigger chains. And if you're dropping your chains early and you're not sending many combos, well, that's a problem. So I think they're just playing. Oh, pardon me. It's a little overly antsy, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. There's certainly something to trying to struggle for the chains however you can get them. It's kind of like the same struggle Smart Sabrina is doing to even get to a 6 chain. But it might behoove you to try and make some more. Take the extra time to set up some more chains. Like we've seen Smart take a little extra time on a few stages to start up the combos, and it's by and large worked out pretty well for her. So maybe taking some extra time to set up some advanced chains to get your opponent into a more manipulable position might prove to be the way to go. And wow, this is really working out for Smart so far. Sub 5 minutes out of the gym leader stages. Holy moly.
It's on pace for a high 8.
That makes me want to check something. I can't remember. Some things I can't remember for the life of me. Alright. Alright, there's a nice little bounce back for Kynayo. 14 seconds on the Sabrina. Oh, that's a low Tracy, though.
Tracy, what are we doing?
Yeah, Smart just needed to go bigger with that one. She was not equipped to do that.
Okay, Nicole. It's not really gonna make that big of a difference so far, as I guess the lead's been cut to a tad over one stage. We saw that like 2-minute Lorelei last game, so it's not quite over yet.
Okay, Smart finding 3 chain does make the extension to the 4 chain. And it's going to get some combo separation here, maybe. No, don't need it. This another 13. Keeping things fairly steady so far. Oh, very unfortunate for Kynayo. That was a Tracy that needed a whole bunch of garbage. Kynayo did not quite make enough. At least Tracy's not doing anything more. So, let me done with a 28. Color conflict from Smart. That was a bit tricky to try and get the extra chains from. But Giovanni not doing anything at the top of his stack, and that's going to be another 13. Seems like 13's being a lucky number for Smart in this match.
If you get all 13s in hard mode, like, that's probably close to a world record.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, that makes for a pretty good pace. Alright. Kynayo really showing how the combo separation works on these opponents with that rocket being supremely distracted. But once again, Nicole is finding these timings to drop these attacks. Another sub 15 second stage. Alright, Kynayo finding a 5 chain, gonna make it a 6 chain. Hopefully with Giovanni raising his stack, won't need that much. And that's fine for a 16. That will do okay. Oh,
Nicole's not sent enough. Oh, is this this could... Oh! Almost.
Okay, Lorelei. Okay.
Are we done? Are they gonna get to the...
No.
There was not time for that at all. You dum-dum?
Just the basic chains are giving these opponents so much extra time to work with. Oh, there's a 12 for Kynayo. Oh boy, did they need that.
Oh, see? It was Lorelei last game. Kynayo's coming up on the same stage. And... Oh, okay, sure.
Oh no.
Just throw a yellow there. Okay.
Jeez. Oh, Smart got locked out. She ran out of moves.
You had a green there. You had greens there, Smart. You could have out a bit longer.
Oh, she couldn't find the out there. So she reset the stage. And just like that, Kynayo has breathed new life into their winner's bracket chances. Oh, still not getting enough onto this Lorelei though. And Smart will escape from that on the second attempt with a 15. Now Kynayo is getting the worst of what hard mode has to offer yet again.
I'm just getting word that the remaining 9 members of the tournament have just dropped out.
It wouldn't surprise me for there to be some sort of protest. At some point this game has to know who's the boss. But it's working out fine for Smart right here, whether she knows it or not. She is one stage away from clinching this match right now. She's starting Gary as Kynayo starts Bruno. But really, it's not over until the Fat Gary sings, and it can take a little bit for the Fat Gary to start singing. And leave it to a 4 chain. Oh, that might be enough.
It's looking... Are we done, Gary? Are we done?
Is it enough? Yes! Just barely. Wow. Oh, it took a bit at the end to get there, but Nicole pushes over the finish line with a final time of 10:44. Wow.
Gosh, what's the Lorelei adjusted time on that?
Oh, that Lorelei really did waste a whole bunch of time there. It really did seem like for a while that Smart was unironically on PB pace. You can say that now that the run is done. It seemed like Nicole had a good shot of improving on her 8:57 personal best. But Kynayo sure had to bring it a bit to get her to that point. Well, Kynayo definitely brought some good energy today. Fortunately, Kynayo will have to try to push through the rest of the tournament from the losers bracket. And Gary's just gonna rub a little more salt in the wound, because crying out loud.
I don't have any words anymore. Not that I have many words to begin with.
Alright, game. You've had enough time to settle down for the day. Kynayo finishing with a 12:28. Fairly consistent, if nothing else. But with that, it is ilikebeingsmart getting Pokeball number 3 and the win. Moving on to the next round to play FFR Pro. Hooray! That's what a prize. You go through a big match like this, and your prize is to get to play FFR Pro in the next round. Sheesh. Well, let's go ahead and make this result official at least. 3 games to 1. ilikebeingsmart will move on to the winners quarterfinals and play our defending champion FFR Pro 21. Meanwhile, Kynayo will have to await the loser of actually your match, Wizard Person. The loser between you and Deagle will face Kynayo. How about that?
Yeah, not a good matchup either way for Kynayo down in losers bracket. Deagle and I are both pretty fearsome, so I imagine there'll be a lot more practice being put in by them over the next couple weeks.
Alright, let's take a look at our bracket as we resolve things today. Our second round is set. I will be playing against Ty. Deagle will be playing against Wizard Person. FFR Pro 21 will be playing ilikebeingsmart, and 6 will be taking on Tetris Attacker. And this quarterfinal round will have V-Hard as an additional choice for those best of 5 matches. So we could expect to see some incredibly spicy things happen. One thing I do...
That's the trump card. Oh, go ahead.
Indeed, V-Hard is the ultimate trump card in this round. That said, we'll definitely not have all 4 of these matches next weekend. I do need to announce that I believe Tetris Attacker is out of the country or something like that. So So Tetris Attacker will not be here to play out his match next weekend. We might have to. We'll try to push that out to the following Saturday and see if we can group that with some of the losers round 1 matches to make sure the tournament doesn't fall too far behind. Which you know what? It's great because 6 isn't here next Saturday either. So it didn't really matter. Didn't really matter who whether or not Tetris Attacker won today. 6 is not playing next weekend either. But we'll see what we can do to get our matches going. I think FFR might have a bit of a scheduling issue too, so we'll see how we'll be able to resolve this next round, and we'll try to give you a more detailed schedule over on our X feed over the coming days. But I gotta say, Wizard Person, that was a pretty good pair of matches that we just saw. The results will definitely not show how close those two were.
Yeah, we've seen an encapsulation of what this game can do and what these matches can be like. We saw the nail biters at the beginning between TA and Gamer, when you don't really expect nail biters from a game of this much R&D. We saw just the insane times that Nicole was putting up in hard mode, and we saw some of the wild trolley swings from Lorelei in those couple rounds, like almost getting Kynayo back into that game. So we've got a heck of a tournament lined up for you. It's just starting out.
Yeah, so we're only going to be ramping things up as we get into the busier rounds over the next couple of weeks at the very least. Expect to see at least 3 matches play out next weekend. We're only playing on Saturday today, but we might have some Sunday action for you next weekend as well. Again, I'll have a complete schedule laid out over on the Puzzle Speedrun X feed in the coming days. We'll figure all that out next week once we get everyone scheduled to play. But that is it for our first round, and there's nothing more to do but to go ahead and wrap up this session for today. For Wizard Person and everyone else at League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.